Kalenga, El Toro, the People's, le champion du monde.
I know that he has a big mouth. That's the only thing I know about him.
Ouais, bah apparemment, premièrement, Denton Daley, c'est pas le genre de boxeur que moi je calcule.
I'm definitely looking forward to closing that mouth.
Moi, je suis un grand champion boxe partout.
I just put it all aside and go for what I know I can do.
Et on va voir qu'est-ce qu'il va donner parce que moi, je suis sûr de moi je suis El Toro, donc je me suis entraîné pour.
I know it's on the line and I will come prepared.
En parlant de dangereux, je crois pas qu'il est dangereux. Samedi soir, je vais gagner et je vais ramener mon titre en France.
Do it, not say it.
Parce que moi, je suis le plus grand boxeur, le plus dangereux des boxeurs. Parce que moi, j'ai mis des super KO que lui. J'en ai gagné des grands déciments.
My prediction is I don't see the fight going more than 7 rounds.
Donc, moi, je suis prêt, donc je me suis dit, je vais battre Denton Daley samedi et pour rencontrer Denis Lebedev.
When I put my head down and go for something, I'd like to see it through.
Mais en disant qu'il est dangereux, non, je respecte pas les dangereux. Et je suis prêt. Donc, je suis prêt à battre Denton Daley chez lui.
Please show up.
The truest of championship boxing, a world title fight from the WBA here at the Hershey Center. Time now to go to the ring for this 12-rounder. Here's your ring announcer, Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the ring, the challenger. Fighting tonight out of the blue corner, dangerous Denton Daley.
Denton Daley making his way to the ring, and you'll catch a glimpse by his side, his nephew Rashawn. 2 months ago, Rashawn suffered a condition similar to a heart attack. He almost died. In fact, Rashawn's heart had stopped beating on its own for almost 45 minutes. He was saved luckily by a young woman who had EMS training and witnessed him collapsing. Only a few months later, he now walks beside his uncle on the way to a world title fight. An amazing story indeed. A story of life and the challenges it presents. There's always something to fight for. Sometimes it's more than a belt.
Wow.
So when you see Denton and you see his nephew, Rashawn, walking beside him, that is a true story of courage. This young man is only 16 years of age.
The crowd is going crazy right now inside the Hershey Center.
And rightfully so. This is a hometown boy that deserves all the accolades he's getting. Gotta love the Tucks coming to the ring. Let's go back to Thomas Schreiber.
And now let's welcome to the ring the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner, Youri El Toro, the People's Champion, Kalenga.
Representing France via the Republic of Congo. 20-1 with 13 KOs. Youri Kalenga, calling himself the People's Champ. El Toro, the Bull. 6 foot, 200 pounds, a full 5 pounds bigger than dangerous Denton Daley. He's
having some fun right now.
He is. He's coming into a little bit of a different tune.
Hey.
He's singing it out. It's good.
He's making an entrance, that's for sure.
He's a little bit of a ham, playing it up to the crowd a bit. If you're Denton Daley, does this get your motor starting or what?
Knowing Denton Daley, I won't say I know him real well, but the little I do know him, this stuff doesn't bother him.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now at this time, I ask that you all please rise for the playing of the national anthem for the country of France. I now ask that you all please remain standing as we welcome 12-year-old Selena Rosatone of Hamilton, Ontario, to perform the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured bout. It is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing, and it will be for the WBA Interim Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by United Boxing Promotions in association with Title Fight Promotions. It is sanctioned by the Office of the Athletics Commissioner Ken Hayashi, along with the World Boxing Association President Gilberto Mendoza. Supervisor tonight, George Martinez. Our 3 judges scoring on a 10-point must system will be Sergio Cais, John Potteray, and Carlos Sucre. Our referee in charge, the 3rd man in the ring, will be Charlie Finch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Hershey Center here in Mississauga, Ontario, this is our main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing gray with black trim and weighed in at 195 pounds. Hailing from Brampton, Ontario, Canada, he is undefeated with 12 wins. 6 of his 12 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current NABA Cruiserweight champion and the #2 ranked contender in the world by the WBA, Dangerous Denton Daley. And his opponent, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring tonight wearing silver with black trim and weighed in at an even 200 pounds. A native of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he now makes his home in Gravelines, France. He brings a professional record consisting of 20 wins, just 1 defeat, with 13 of his 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning and defending WBA Interim Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Youri El Toro, the People's Champion, Kalenga.
Ladies and gentlemen, both know the rules. Touch gloves now. We're fighting at the bell.
There's the tail of the tape for these 2 fighters. Denton Daley at 32 years of age, 6 years the senior of Kalenga. They say Daley weighed in at really 195. He's leaner but has more muscle mass than we've seen in the past.
He looks good.
Here we go for round number 1. Daley comes out of the corner quickly, as does Kalenga. Daley connects with the first combination, hitting mostly gloves of Kalenga. Kalenga, wild right and left hand. Daley connects with the overhand right. Now we've seen Denton Daley with a problem with that right hand in the past. He broke that right hand, Michelle.
A few months ago when I got a chance to interview him at the last fights here at the Hershey Center, he said, oh, everything is totally fine. I've been training, so, you know, that really can't be a thought in your mind, Tibor, when when you have an injury like that, being a boxer.
That's in the past, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
Short-term memory.
Look at the concentration on both these fighters.
I want you to look at Denny. You see when they get close to each other, Denny, he's kind of using little feints and stuff. He's trying to pull shots. from his opponent a little bit, just kind of seeing what he's got. See the little feint there? Just trying to take a look, see what he's gonna do.
Kalenga took that one straight to the head, shook it off. There's the foot speed we talked about with Daley. He's able to get out of trouble in a hurry. Boy, no feeling out period for these two fighters.
Good body shot by Kalenga.
And again, he's called El Toro the Bull because we've only seen him go one way, and that's forward. We don't see Kalenga back up all that often.
And you're right, technically he is doing that right now. He's slowly walking Denton around the ring. Denton, though, doing a good job still getting his jabs off and staying out of range.
Denton takes that straight left. Nice job by Daley to tie him up. Then he comes through the right. Connects with another one.
Good round, good round.
That was a sneaky little move, I guess, by Denton, you know, like tying him up, but knowing that, you know what, your hands are still free. You're still free to punch.
On the break, you can throw.
That's right. You can still throw, unless he tells you that you can't.
That's right. He saw Kalenga get a little comfortable in the clinch. And he took advantage and throw a little right hand underneath and over top.
We've talked about this before. The more you see Daley stretch this fight out, the better it will be for him. There's Kalenga with the wild right, Daley with the straight left. There's that straight right from Daley off the clinch.
Good shot.
I talked to Denton yesterday, and he said he's very familiar with this guy's style, that he likes to come out hard in the early going. Daley's going to just try to match him and stick with him.
Denton doing a great job of just being patient. You see how he's giving up ground. Anytime El Toro gets close to him, he's giving up ground with his feet. Not too much ground. He's not running. He's just giving up enough for his opponent to miss the shot.
Daley with a good uppercut. Again, coming off the clinch.
Yeah, making sure he keeps it rough and tough in there.
A little moused under the right eye of Youri Kalenga. Kalenga caught Daley going backwards. Daley falls through the ropes, has to hang on. Kalenga with wild punches.
Yeah, I was just going to say very long and wild punches, though. So even though, you know, they're wild, they're looping, he's got such great length that he's still, you know, grazing or landing a little bit of those looping shots.
Daley connects with a straight left. Connects again. Kalenga keeps coming forward. Low body shot. Kalenga pushes Daley off. Missed over top on that one as well. Daley moves him back to the center of the ring. And again, El Toro moving forward. Takes another punch. Daley certainly piling up the points, Tibor.
Yeah, you know, he's looking pretty good. He's taking his time in there right now. You know, as I mentioned before, he's got to be careful he doesn't fall behind and not doing enough work. Kalenga's working. He's not really connecting much. Good defense by Denton.
One thing that he's doing, and I think this is going to be like the theme for tonight, to try to slow down and tire out Kalenga, is to weigh on him, right?
Yeah,
That's
taking
what he's
his
doing.
time. That's right. He's not getting hit with anything too big.
That's why he keeps clinching. He clinches with him, weighing him down, like dirty boxing, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So you're weighing on your opponent. It's 200 pounds that he's got to lug around, right?
You can see why the majority of Youri Kalenga's knockouts have come in the early going. He's throwing big, hard punches. There's one that caught Denton Daley, backed him up into the corner. Again, there's that big overhand right you talked about, Michelle, and Daley's able to just jab his way to a little bit more points.
Yeah, he landed that straight right hand too. When you got looping punches, you got to go down the pipe, right? This is a recipe for success / disaster for somebody, right?
Yeah, it's a good chess match right now.
But I think that's what Denton's trying to do. He's trying to slow the big man down. You know what? I'm going to put my 200 pounds all over this man and then, get my uppercuts in and my short shots in when I'm in the pocket.
You're right. He's taking his time, taking a look. He's not in any trouble.
Daley's also known for his cardio, so he wants to stretch out this fight as long as possible. He's got the crowd behind him. That's for sure.
I like the shiftiness from Denton. You see how he's it's like he's dancing in there, little shifty stuff. That's good. It's going to make his opponent feel a little awkward. Right, there you go. Looking good.
Oh, he caught him with that big right. Daley, a little bit hurt, moves along the ropes, and then backs back into the center of the ring.
Right, Tibor. When he is moving backwards because El Toro's moving forwards, but he's doing it with angles, making it difficult for him. It's not just straight punches that you're going to hit Daley with.
But yeah, he's got some shifty stuff he's doing, and I think he needs to keep doing it.
Good overhand right from Daley, but how long can you stay away from those big bombs that are coming from Kalenga?
Yeah, both their hands are a little bit all over the place. From both guys, it'd be nice to see their hands up a little bit more. Especially from Denton, because El Toro, he's got those wild shots that kind of come and looping over left and right, different angles. They're a little bit awkward. Those kinds of shots can be difficult to see coming, and if you let them hit you in a good spot, while you've seen in one of the other fights earlier, it could make it or break it for you.
Absolutely. Daley seems to be getting that jab in. There's another one. Kalenga with that wild left hand.
We saw Denton earlier in the round try to time when Kalenga steps forward and he ducks forward with those looping shots, trying to time that uppercut.
Good footwork, great footwork by Denton, giving up ground side to side, bobbing up and down. Great defense.
Tibor, am I right in saying that Denton's been hit harder in the first 2 rounds here than he has in most of his career?
Yeah, he knows he's in a tough fight this time. I mean, this guy, Kalenga, he's confident, he's strong. I think he feels great, though. I think he knows what he's doing in there, and he's thinking clearly. Good 1-2. Good 1-2 by Denton.
Nice way to get out of that, too.
Yeah.
Just how Denton was trying to time that uppercut, now Kalenga's trying to do the same thing with Denton and trying to size him up every time he goes in for the clinch, and he is bobbing and weaving into it. he's, you know, that we saw in the last 20 seconds there, he got caught with.
I got to give that round to Kalenga.
Yeah, agreed.
He landed the bigger blows and he landed more of them. Three rounds in the books. I got it 2-1 for Daley.
Doug, do we have to be in agreement? Because I'm in agreement.
What about you, Tibor?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Guys, someone's got to be devil's advocate here.
Huh. It's still early.
Yes.
Once again, that jab of Denton Daley getting through, then he gets to the body of Kalenga. That's a hard shot, a big left from Kalenga. You can see when he's loading up that big left, though.
Kalenga's corner now calling for the jab a bit more, just so he doesn't just leap in with those looping punches. He's setting them up with something now.
It's good advice. He didn't do it enough in the last round.
That uppercut just missing its mark, caught all glove. Now, one thing that Daley has on his side is Kalenga is not known for going more than 4 or 5 rounds.
Huh.
There's a big shot from Kalenga. Daley again with that left jab, hitting it on the button.
I'd like to see Denton put some more together. He is pumping that jab out, but I want to see some combinations from him.
Denton waiting a little bit too long, I feel. You know, again, I was saying earlier, you know, he doesn't want to get, he's not really getting hit with anything too clean, but, you know, you don't want to fall behind in the work ethic.
Got to keep those hands up.
Ooh, good try with the 1-2.
There's a clean shot from Kalenga. Then he comes back with a big right. This is a guy we talked about in Kalenga that has big power in both hands.
And Kalenga got cut a little bit over his right eye from that last jab.
Yep.
Denton.
Final 10 seconds of the 4th round. Kalenga with a wild right, just missing. He's got Daley back into the corner. Daley's got to get out and goes for the grab. Kalenga off the break, throws the 2 punches, and just may have got the best of that round.
Like you said, Tibor, I think Daley's not pushing the pace enough. He's not showing enough offense. He's not working enough.
You know, like I said, he's not in a whole lot of trouble yet. He just looks like he's being outworked a little bit.
It's almost like he's just trying to stay away from those big wild punches, but is only doing so with his jab.
Yeah.
He's not putting together the combinations that we've come to see from Denton Daley in the past.
Yeah, it's the 5th round coming up, and it's time to go to work. The fight is almost half over.
When Youri Kalenga won the title from Masternak, he did it in 12-round fashion. So it's not like, like I was saying earlier, it's not just, he's just a 3 or 4 round guy. But that's when most of his power is being.
Right.
But Tibor, I think you're really right. If Denton's going to be successful, he's got to be a lot more active with combinations. Got him with a straight coming in. Ooh. Kalenga, wild, hard punches.
You can see Kalenga kind of warming up now. You know, he's starting to put his combinations together, and he's starting to read Denton too. So Denton has to react, and he's got to come back with something harder than a jab. He hasn't really done anything but the jab and the 1-2.
After a quick start from Denton Daley, I've got Kalenga winning the last 2 rounds.
I gave the third round an even round. Ooh, good right uppercut, left hook. Ooh.
Missed on all 3. 2 uppercuts and an overhand left. And we said off the top, this is probably one of the few fights that Denton Daley has a guy that can match him with hand speed.
Power too. I mean, El Toro looks strong.
Oh yeah.
Daley takes the combination from Kalenga. And that's the second time that Kalenga has hit Daley after the referee has called for the break.
Denton looks a little tired to me.
He does. He looks a little tired, like dodging those big blows are taking a toll on him.
You know what, too, gentlemen? Adrenaline is a very, very funny thing. It gives you twice the amount of power and energy, but then once you go through the quote-unquote adrenaline dump, you lose, literally, and you're only at half as fast, as strong than you usually are. And I mean, when you're fighting for an interim title in your backyard, I would consider that a big adrenaline dump.
Oh, yeah.
So the 5th round comes to a close.
Denton has a lot of time to turn this around. But if things keep going in the fashion that they're going, it's not looking good for him. Because like we said, Kalenga's timing is getting better, and he does look tired. He's not putting things together.
In Denton's corner right now, Sid Vanderpool just said to him, do you want his title? Yes or no? Do you want his title? So in other words, get up, get the adrenaline going again, and let's get back in this fight. I've got Denton losing the last 3 rounds. You've got one of them as a draw there to the keyboard.
Yeah, I give the 3rd round an even round. Don't be too hard on these guys, but definitely, like I was afraid of, Denton's fallen a little bit behind in terms of the work ethic. He needs to throw more punches instead of looking for the big shot. Put it together, double jab, right hand, double jab, right hand, left hook. Just, you know, putting more combinations together.
Doug, it looked like that pep talk worked.
Yeah, it sure does. Daley looks like a bit of a changed fighter coming out in this, the 6th round. We're halfway through a scheduled 12-rounder. Denton got caught on the counter punch on that one. El Toro still comes forward, takes that jab.
Good shot, good up jab, right in the throat. Good overhand right.
I'm amazed at how wild the punches from Kalenga are.
Another good overhand right.
He's throwing from the heels.
And he does lunge forward quite a bit when he's doing them as well.
You're right, Denton's looking a little tired simply because he's got his mouth open a little bit, breathing a little harder, and you don't usually see that from Denton Daley. He's usually the epitome of conditioning.
You know what? He's got some pep in his feet still. I think he's going to find a second win.
Hits him with a right. Gets the crowd into this one.
You know, one thing that I'm actually a little surprised about with Denton is that he hasn't thrown an overhand yet, an overhand right. Kalenga's left hand is very, very low.
That was a low blow there. So a warning coming to Kalenga. Daley connects with the right. Ties up Kalenga after Kalenga. It's funny how when Kalenga gets hit hard, he comes back with a fury.
Yeah, he's super tough. Throwing shots with bad intentions.
Daley right at the bell. That was a close one.
Tough round.
That shot definitely got everybody on their feet too. I don't know, that was a little bit of a draw to me, that round. Very close round.
Well, I think WBA rules is the 10-point must system.
Yes. I mean,
gotta have one guy with 10, one guy with 9.
All right, I gave it to Denton.
I did as well.
He started the round well and finished it well.
He did. He showed some pep in his feet again. Looked like he got a bit of a second win. I think we might see something turn around here in the next round.
You know what, Tibor, when you talk about the judging system and, you know, this whole 10-9 system, someone has to get a 10. It is the beginning and end of a round that judges will remember. So that's why fighters always put the pressure on the last, 20 seconds of a round, because you want to leave that lasting impression.
Yeah. Daley with a nice combination. Got to get out of that corner as Kalenga comes firing into the corner. Daley in the middle of the ring. Kalenga misses with the jab. Something we haven't seen from either fighter so far. A lot of body work.
Good jab.
That's a nice jab from Kalenga.
Kalenga's watching. He's watching. His defense is good.
Kalenga's hands are dropping just a tad as well. Holding it more chest high than shoulder high.
I kind of feel like Denton's fighting with a little bit more emotion here.
Yeah, last 2 rounds.
Yeah, he's been getting, which you don't really want to fight with emotion per se, but he's getting angry that he's getting hit and wanting to respond right away.
Ooh, tried to wrap that right hand around the gloves.
Denton connected with a right of his own, though, coming out of the corner. But you're right, that's bad intentions on those punches coming from Youri Kalenga. bleeding from the mouth now.
Great jab.
.30 seconds left in the 7th round. Daley gets away from that big right. You can hear Kalenga snorting a little bit in the ring. He's having trouble breathing through his nose.
Yeah, he's snarling.
Those jabs are doing their work, though, for Daley, is what I'm trying to say. Daley hits with the right. Kalenga comes back over top, but doesn't connect. Seventh round in the books.
It looks like Kalenga has a lot of scar tissue on his face in the first place, and now it's just getting opened up.
When you fight his style of fight, Tibor, you can't help but have scar tissue in your face.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's no real defense to him with the exception of big, wild punches to keep these guys off guard.
Yeah. Well, I saw Kalenga win that last round.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I had Daley winning that round, so.
Fair enough.
The only reason I had Daley winning that round is he was connecting more often. More punches that had a purpose. He made El Toro miss more often than he connected.
Right.
That's just my opinion, but Michelle, what did you have it?
I was pretty undecisive.
Come on.
Is that okay?
No, we're putting you on the
spot?
on the hot seat.
Yeah. I'm in agreement with you, Doug. I think Denton landed a few more shots. Hard ones, anyways.
Denton looks like the confidence is getting better and better with every round.
Yeah, he doesn't look tired anymore, right? And that's a good thing. That's a good sign. He's kind of got his second win now. I'd like to see his hands come up a little higher and obviously throw a few more shots. Maybe not so many big shots, just, you know, trying to pepper him more with some little
combinations.
Shots.
Yeah. Even show him a different angle.
But, you know, Kalenga, every time Denton exchanges, Kalenga's willing to exchange with him and big shots. So I think it's making Denton a little bit hesitant to exchange with him. All more reason why Denton needs to pop the jab a little more, box a little more, be a little bit more busy. He's moving around the ring great, Denton.
Daley almost got caught on that one. Takes that overhand right. Kalenga going after him now. Daley gets into the clutch. That's one thing Denton Daley's done so well tonight, Michelle, is that every time he feels trouble coming, he grabs.
Yeah, he goes into that clinch really well, and you saw it through the first couple rounds. When on that exit, he was like a nice pivot with that hook. He's not doing that anymore, though.
Daley turns him around. Once again, Denton Daley gets out of trouble. That left hand starting to drop from Youri Kalenga. Down around his waist now.
Kalenga definitely landing a lot more shots this round, though.
Yeah.
Denton has to put something together.
40 seconds left in the 8th round. A scheduled 12-round fight for the WBA Interim Cruiserweight Championship of the World.
Good right hand, good right hands, good jab.
Denton's got to be busy. He tried to make that big right, but Kalenga was right there. Kalenga comes through with a left, knocking Daley back.
Bit of a head clash right there. Ooh, that hurts, man.
Kalenga complaining that Daley did it on purpose. Daley cut over his left eye, the blood streaming down into his eye. That could be costly. Kalenga winning the 8th round.
Definitely. Daley going back into that shell that he was in those earlier rounds, Tibor, where, like you said, he's sitting back a little bit too much and having the action come to him.
Yeah, he's got his hands down a little bit, and he's getting hit with the jab a little bit. I don't think he's ever been in any real hurt or any trouble, but he's getting outpointed a bit, outlanded.
How bad is this cut over his eye? 4 rounds to go.
And really, it's the only blemish on his face, gentlemen. You know, we've seen Kalenga having a hard time breathing and, bleeding from his mouth and scar tissue under his eyes opening up, and this is the only thing that Denton's got on him, but it seems like a pretty big gash.
It's a nice little cut. Oh yeah.
Daley comes out with a big flurry to start this 9th round.
I wonder if he was told, you know what, you can't get hit at that spot anymore because it could be a factor in possibly stopping the fight. You gotta, put the pace on him now. Could be a motivating factor.
Oh, that was a big body shot from Kalenga.
It was a warning because Kalenga's punch was a little bit dangerous.
He kind of
spine.
Yeah, kind of hit him behind the back.
Yeah.
Ooh, good right hand.
That was a big right hand. Daley pops out that left jab again to keep him off pace. Kalenga stalking Daley. Daley hurt. Daley trying to hang on. Kalenga pushes him away. Daley grabs back in. Kalenga pushes him away again. Coming through with a big flurry. Daley backs in the corner. Kalenga. Daley goes down. Daley goes down.
He's tired. He's more tired than he is hurt.
Daley was just waiting. He wanted that full 10 count to go his way. Kalenga just trying to hang on for the last 30 seconds of the right round. And Kalenga's coming in like the bull that he is. Daley trying to hang on. Trying to hang on to Kalenga. Kalenga just muscling him away. Kalenga now going in for the kill. Daley clutching again, trying to stay the final 12 seconds of the round. And Kalenga's hauling off and throwing big blows. Daley hangs on, and the round comes to an end. Oh my, what a 9th round for Youri Kalenga. Here's where Daley gets in trouble. Watch this left hook come in from Youri Kalenga. Kalenga sets him up, catches him over top with that left hook. And down goes Daley. Now watch Denton when he's on the ground, though, because Denton knows exactly. Eyes are wide open. He sees the referee counting. He just wanted to use 9 of his 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, he's more tired than he is hurt.
He actually said to him, he's like, I'm okay. That was the first thing that he said, I'm okay. And then, so it stuttered him, the left stuttered him. Kalenga followed it up with a jab. pushed him off, and then
Jab hurt him too.
yeah.
Tibor Kalenga did a great job of making sure that Denton could not clutch and grab with him. He just severely just pushed him away.
Yeah. Kalenga is obviously stronger than Denton. That was a good right hand by Denton.
Daley connected with that right. This is what he's got to do. Set up those combinations better. I got that last round as a 10-8 round for Kalenga. You can hear the fans right behind us just trying to get Denton going. Big uppercut from Kalenga.
The good thing, if you're a fan of Denton Daley, is that his eyes wide open, focused. He doesn't seem like, you know,
Yeah, no,
he's wobbly right now.
Yeah, like I said, he's more tired. I don't believe his flat-footedness is coming from the shots that he's getting hit with. He's really, really tired.
That's what Denton was doing early on. Ducking out of the way of those big punches.
Can't hold on to this guy. He's stronger than him. He's going to make you tired. He's got to use those feet, move around the ring, pop that jab, try and get something else working. And he's just standing there looking at him with his hands down.
He's got to counterpunch a little bit better. And in fact, when Kalenga comes flying forward, he's got to be able to step aside and take advantage of that.
Another problem is that he's consistently moving backwards. It gets tiring.
Yeah, he's not using it in the ring.
Kalenga. Denton trying to stay away from those big.
Ooh, there's the digging right there.
Yeah, that caught the body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 10.
You know, he's getting him into the clinch as part of his defense, but then not countering with anything. You have to have an answer
Yeah.
for all those points that are being, you know, put on Kalenga's scorecard. You got to answer and get some points yourself.
Take a look at some highlights of this round. A nice clean shot from Denton Daley, but is that enough to give
Not
you a
enough.
round?
He landed one little. He landed a nice 1-2 in there, but
I'd
to
like
me,
to
it
see
looks
more
like
of that
he's-
from him.
Yeah, to me it looks like he's more surviving right now.
2 more rounds left for Denton Daley.
And he doesn't have time to survive, basically.
Because of that,
If you want to win this fight, you don't have time to just survive it.
yeah, there's Denton's also bleeding from the mouth as well as that eye. Kalenga we saw bleeding from the nose and the mouth. I think Youri Kalenga at the end of this will say he was in for a fight.
Absolutely.
Nice jab to keep Kalenga off, then hits him again. Kalenga looking for that big one punch. Daley took a hard left to the jaw.
Kalenga's really pressing forward now. He feels like he can finish this off in these latter rounds here. Championship rounds.
But Tibor, you've been in his position before, being that of Kalenga. You don't want to go to the scorecards in somebody else's hometown.
No, you don't. He's doing a good job. He's ahead in the fight. He's got a knockdown. I think Denton's the one that's in trouble. He needs a knockout to win.
Or a knockdown to even the fight.
Or a knockdown, you're right.
Will it go back to a night? He needs to get his own 10-8 round.
Absolutely, he needs to turn something around here because he's falling behind.
You're right. It looks like Daley's hanging on.
He's just surviving right now. He can't return with anything back. He's too tired.
1:06 left in the 11th round of a scheduled 12-rounder.
Good body shot. That's where you want to go when a guy's bending over and just kind of standing there.
He's already sucking wind. That's just going to add to it, right?
There's a hard shot. Daley tripped up along the ropes. Kalenga just couldn't finish it off. Daley, the cut is opened over his eye again. I'll tell you what, his corner's done a great job of keeping the blood out of his eye.
Yeah, it's the bleeding has stopped.
That's the second time Denton in this round has been warned against clutching on the back of Kalenga's head. Round number 11 in the books. One round to glory.
Last round coming up.
Here's Denton's corner. Sid Vanderpool talking to him, pretty much reiterating how much do you want this.
He needs a knockout.
You don't think he needs a knockdown anymore. Now it's a knockout.
That's what he needs. He needs a knockout.
Great show of sportsmanship right there, too, right before the final round.
Yeah, from both guys. At how many punches Kalenga's missing on. That takes so much out of a fighter.
And he's still throwing them.
He's still throwing them. Kalenga trying to put an end to this. There's a big left. Daley stumbles into the ring. Second knockdown. Daley's back on his feet, says he's okay. Kalenga looking to finish him, knocks him down again. They end the fight. They're not calling that a knockdown, they're calling it a slip. That's not a knockdown. That's a slip. Daley, oh, a big uppercut. He's out on his feet and down.
It's over.
It's over. Youri Kalenga maintains his title.
I'm the big dangerous. I'm the big dangerous.
A 12th round knockout for Youri Kalenga. And boy, those punches were just coming in a hurry.
He did what he had to do.
Youri Kalenga is your new WBA Interim Cruiserweight Champion of the World. Got to tell you something, though. Denton Daley put on a show for the hometown fans. 12 wonderful rounds of boxing here at the Hershey Center in Mississauga. Let's go to the ring. Let's go to the ring as we take a look at what Kalenga does at the end of this 12th round. There's that left hook that really did it.
Good combination.
And out on his feet is dangerous Denton Daley. Great combinations, Tibor.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. He deserved to win the fight. He was busier, threw bigger, better punches. Denton didn't have an answer.
We said Denton Michelle had to get a knockout in the 12th round to get a victory. It wasn't to be on this one.
No, unfortunately not, and he does suffer his first loss of his career in this title fight, but he did fight valiantly for 11 and a half rounds.
But I'll tell you something, for a guy with 12 fights, he has reached amazing heights in his career, and I'm telling you, he has to be holding his head up because he put on a show here for the hometown fans. Let's go to the ring. Here's Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 52 seconds of round number 12. Our referee in charge, Charlie Fitch, steps in to stop the contest. Your winner by way of technical knockout and still WBA Interim Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Youri El Toro, the People's Champion, Kalenga.
Okay. Michelle, some final thoughts on this WBA world title fight here at the Hershey Center.
I mean, I'm very happy to see Denton Daley up, smiling, and, you know, they're still hugging. A great show of sportsmanship, like I said, at the beginning of that 12th round. A little bit of a questionable call in terms of the refereeing and not stopping it a little bit sooner, and then, unfortunately, Denton suffering the knockout loss. But other than that, Denton, you know what? Like you said earlier, Doug, he has grown a lot as a fighter. And, you know, to his credit, he fought a guy with a lot of experience and a lot of power.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Tibor, some final thoughts, not just on this fight, but the whole night in general. But this fight is the one we really want to talk about.
Yeah, this fight, it was a good fight. You know, Kalenga showed raw power, perseverance through the fight. Denton didn't have an answer. I thought it was a good call, good stoppage, good win.
Great to work with both of you again. For the mighty Tibor Broch, for my partner Michelle Storino, for our producer Fraser Toms. United Boxing Promotions and associated with Title Fight Promotions has done it once again here at the Hershey Center. I'm Doug Anderson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time on Championship Boxing.